Hey everybody, this is Captain Frank with the ship's log. So, it's January in Atlanta. It's about 45 degrees and the wind is blowing. So what does a guy like me who loves to be on the water do on a day like today? Probably a little chilly to go jet skiing. Yeah, I could take the boat out, but it's kind of windy. I know. Let's go sailing. Let's go. This is my good friend TJ. Over the years, he and I have had lots of boating adventures together in a lot of different places. Well, guess what? TJ just bought a sailboat. Well, today, we're taking it out for some fun. Being on a sailboat is different than being on a powerboat. It's more laid back. You using your skills along with nature to achieve a goal. Often when sailing, especially when on lake, you're not really headed anywhere. You're just enjoying the experience. I remember hearing someone speak of this one day. They said, when you step on a powerboat, you do so to head to some destination. When you step onto a sailboat, however, you are at your destination. With that in mind, we headed out for a day of sailing on Lake Lanier. All of us have had prior sailing experience, but we've never sailed together. And except for TJ, we had not sailed this boat before.
It's cold, it's windy, but we're out here. Say hi, everybody! It's a beautiful day!
So with that, we headed out on the lake to test the skills and teamwork of our newly found misfit sailing crew. One of the things that I like about sailing is that there is time to relax. Sure, when the wind shifts or when it's time to change direction, you've got to get to work and handle the lines and adjust the sails, etc. But between those times, there's plenty of time to talk, to laugh, and just to get to know the folks that you're sailing with. Of course, the fun part is when it's time to tack. Tacking is when you're bringing the bow of the boat through the wind so that the wind changes from one side of the boat to the other. On this boat, this requires you to adjust the jib and sometimes the mainsail depending on conditions. The key is to make the adjustment to the sails in conjunction with the handling of the rudder to change the boat's direction. With this maneuver, timing is everything. Once the tack is done, you can make small adjustments to the sails to maximize their efficiency. We're not quite ready for racing yet, but I think we did a pretty decent job. If you spend most of your time on a powerboat like I do, there's something different and peaceful about gliding through the water without the sound of an engine. Typically, sailboats are not considered to be fast when compared to powerboats, but it does seem like the time passes by quickly. Next thing you know, you've covered quite a bit of distance and it's time to tack again. Another thing that is different about sailing is that you have to get used to the boat heeling when you have a good wind and your sails are trimmed well. This basically means that the boat leans to the side as the wind pushes on it. This is sometimes a bit unnerving to some new sailors, but I've always found it to be oddly comfortable. After a while, it was time to try something a little different. This time, we're going to jibe. A jibe is very similar to a tack, except rather than taking the bow through the wind to the other side of the boat, you're taking the stern through the wind to the other side of the boat. The more time that you spend on a sailboat, the more you realize that it is as much an art form as a relaxing hobby. Just like a small brushstroke can change the mood of a painting, what seems like a minor adjustment to a jib or to a mainsail can make a big difference in how the boat moves through the water. It truly can be an education that never ends. Truth be told, we could have stayed out there all day. As a matter of fact, we pretty much did. Soon, though, the sun began to set and a chilly day started to get even chillier, so we pointed the bow back towards the dock. While our adventures weren't quite up to par with sailing Uma or sailing LaVagabonde, I think we were all pretty happy with a day well spent. Thanks a lot for sharing this little sailing adventure with me. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel for many more videos on boating related topics. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with anybody who you feel might enjoy it. If you have any questions or you just want to comment or suggest something that you'd like to see me do, please put it in the comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching.